I'm angry at home. I'm having conflicts with my partner all the time. How we went into the online space, a lot of people disconnected. The concept of the relationship changed, and it happened for so many people that I started to see the pattern. The disconnection can happen. Wow, like my health is deteriorating. I want to live more, and there is something that you do have a control over. It's time to look into this because it will accumulate. It will be like a snowball machine. That's only the mild cases. And then we had severe cases. A lot of people actually craved the connection. Because you wake up, you look at all of that stuff and you're like, oh, and this, and I probably need to. They tell me, why didn't I do that earlier? And our mind loves to resolve challenges. Hello, my lovely people. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time watching my video, please subscribe so I can make more videos for you and you can tell me what are you interested in. My name is KateSemeniuk. I'm a hypnotherapist and I talk all and everything about your mental health, but from a point of the subconscious mind, the deepest rooted beliefs, strategies, behaviors, and thoughts. Because I believe that it's better to work on the 95% of your mind, which is your subconscious mind, than on the logic, which is also important. But if you combine two methods, talk therapy and hypnotherapy, it can give you an incredible result. And today, this is the last video of 2023. I'm so happy to share with you the challenges of 2023. Each year is bringing us some challenges, some things to focus on, or maybe some issues that are guiding us or leading us to look into something more deeply. For example, if we take 2020, it was the pandemic time, right? So the challenge was letting go of control, realizing that nothing is in our control but our mind. That's it. So it showed people that stability is an illusion. And the only thing that happens in our life permanently is change. If 2021 was the year when everything started to come back to normal, but it never was actually normal, right? It was a new normal, and people started to realize that they need to adjust, adapt to the new reality. And it was the start of the burnout or reevaluation of your values and principles and on your life. And 2022, it was the challenge, the safety and the burnout, right? The safety is because we had a full-on war, and not one, right, that happened in 2022. And it showed us that safety is an illusion as well as people who have been in mental health, who have been in health industry, especially the nurses and the doctors started to feel the burnout even more in 2022. 2023 is still continuous with the burnout. And I really want to show you what challenges we had in 2023 for our mental health. We had lots of different changes and news, but for mental health, it was a specific thing. And the first one was the relationship. Why that happened, why many people, many clients came to me was this issue, the relationship. They might have come to me with confidence issues. For example, they want to work on the public speaking, confidence. And when I ask them, how does that affect your life? They usually tell me, well, I'm angry at home, or I'm having conflicts with my partner all the time. So I noticed the increase. If in 2022, I had mostly anxiety, fears, I had depression. This year, I had more of confidence, self-love, and relationship. Because relationship, we are social creatures. Of course, we want to connect, and we want to connect on a deeper level. And many people noticed that how we went into the online space, a lot of people disconnected. It doesn't mean that they cannot reconnect. That's my job, for example, to help people to find that reconnection again with their partners. And I started to do the research and really look into why a lot of people started to come with the relationship problem. Either they had relationship problems or they couldn't find the relationship that they wanted. It's because when the changes happened, 2020, 2021, 2022, right? The relationship changed, the concept of the relationship changed, and people couldn't adapt to it very fast. And so people still had old dreams. Oh, my partner should be this and this and this. But in reality, things change and your priorities change and your principles and values change. So if you, for example, were looking for a partner and you were looking for a specific type of partner in 2019, this person could be a completely different type in 2023 because it changed, and people still kind of hold on to the old patterns and old strategies and old beliefs. The same with people who were building relationship, who were in marriages, in long-term relationship, who just started dating, and also noticed the challenges of, aligning with each other, finding that connection. And it happened for so many people that I started to see the pattern in clients. The burnout added to the problems in the relationship, because when we are burned out from the previous years, so many clients told me that it all started in 2020. It all started in 2021. Very often they were fine. They said, I was okay until 2020, and then everything kind of collapsed. So the burnout added to the relationship issues, because when we are tired, when we have adrenal fatigue, when we have mental fatigue, when we have physical fatigue, our subconscious mind cannot focus on anything else but ourselves. It cannot. It just doesn't have the capacity. For our subconscious mind, only we matter. That's it. So when you were tired, your only thought was you and how to keep yourself alive and surviving. That's why we started to not really pay that much attention to relationship, because we were more focused on figuring out what is happening in our mind and body. So people who had burnout, who realized that they're not doing the things that they love, realized that maybe they need to change the career, people who took medical leave, people who started to kind of reevaluate their past, their life path, they were mostly focused on themselves. That's because our mind is only focused on us, on our own body and survival. And that could happen, and that could definitely reflect in the relationship, because two partners come together, they want to really feel like they matter. They want to feel like they are understood and heard and accepted and appreciated. And when one partner doesn't feel that, or two partners don't feel that, the disconnection can happen. And that became a big problem for many in 2023. Another challenge of 2023 was health. How I noticed that is in 2022, when people came to me for a fear of failure, for weight loss, for IBS, hypnotherapy, for headaches, migraines, sleep issues, they usually said, I just want to be happier. I just want to get the things done. I just don't want to procrastinate. So the intention for healing was to be better, to be the best version of themselves, to do more, to perform better. While in 2023, I noticed that people came to me and the intention was health. I was talking about it last night with my husband, and my husband really made a really good point. He said that a lot of people, they looked at themselves in the mirror and they started to really become aware of, wow, like my health is deteriorating. My health is getting worse, not better. They started to notice that I want to live more. They started to notice maybe the signs of aging, the signs of fatigue, maybe some physical symptoms, the inflammation in the body. Right? And very often, main intention for the change was health. I had clients who come to me for weight loss and they tell me, I want to be healthier. My kids are still small. My kids are 8, 9, 10, 12. I want to be there for them. I want to support them. but I'm so tired that I cannot even spend quality time with them. That's what happened in 2023. The intentions for healing shifted. It wasn't because of high performance or getting things done or becoming the best, becoming perfect. This time it's about health. And I think it's going to continue for many, many years. And there is something that you do have a control over. Right? So if, for example, you have no control over what's happening in the world, however, you have a huge, good amount of control about your health and about what you can do for your body. Health has been a challenge for me as well. I found out that I really wanted to work on consistency. It's better to have a 15 minutes workout every single day than a 2-hour gym workout once a month, and and then not even continue with that. So I really faced this challenge, and I'm getting there. I'm definitely getting there with the consistency. So if you have any health problems, any chronic conditions, autoimmune disease they're getting worse, it's time to look into this, because 2024 is bringing another challenge. It's bringing another challenges, and I'm going to talk about them next week. So if you didn't resolve something this year, you really need to look into that now, so that you can definitely face the changes that will happen in 2024, because it will accumulate. It will be like a snowball machine, and we get overwhelmed. And when we get overwhelmed, we get frustrated. And when we get frustrated, we get angry. And when we get angry, we hurt ourselves and we hurt other people, especially our loved ones. So healing the things that didn't work for you in these last years is very, very important. I noticed that people who disregard the past patterns, they disregard what happened in childhood, they are able to go on really well for some time. But at the same time, the trauma still shows up in all areas of our life. And the third challenge of 2023 was the environment. Environment is whatever you created around you. It could be your home, it could be your friends, it could be your family, the society around you. Since we moved into the online space, a lot of people moved to different countries. Since there were some wars in Ukraine, for example, and in other countries, people moved and migrated, right? And when they did that, they started to realize that they are in a new community and they have to build new friendships, new connections, network. And this is a challenge on things after 2020. The increase of social anxiety in the cases that I had is tremendous. I had so many clients this year with social anxiety. I feel awkward. I feel like I don't put anything to the table. When I'm in a social situation, I feel anxious. I'm afraid what people might think or say about me. So that's only the mild cases. And then we had severe cases when people who lived a couple of blocks from me couldn't even come out of the house and come to the session, even though they only lived 5 minutes walk from me. They had to really come to do the session online. So social anxiety is huge, and that's why it's hard for us to build new connections and to build new relationship. And I know that a lot of people actually craved the connection. A lot of people realized this year that, oh, this is what I want to do. I want more in-person experiences. But that amount of people is much smaller than the people who actually had anxiety and fears in social situations. So environment, it's not only the people who are around you, it's also the stuff that you have around you. For example, if your house is overwhelmingly stuffed with clothes and unnecessary items, it will add up to the overwhelm. There is no way that it will not affect your life. Here is why. when you have each item you have in your home has a certain shelf in your mind. So for each item, you need to have a shelf in your mind. You need to know where it is, where to look for it if needed, right? And also, when you go and you come into the house and you have lots of things, lots of clothes, right? It's overwhelming by itself. So which means that your focus is shifted from what's important to you. For example, you decided to open a business, or you're starting to learn and to study and you took some program, or you're trying to take care of your health. The stuff in the house is going to affect your focus. Because you wake up, you look at all of that stuff and you're like, oh, and this, and I probably need to clean over here, and oh, this thing, I don't need it anymore, I need to really donate it. Overwhelming, your focus shifts from what you actually want for yourself. So I believe that the further you go into the future, the more minimalist your place should be in order for you to focus and find what's really important. I have experienced that shift. Before 2021, I was hoarding things. I was hoarding clothes, stuff. We had so much stuff in the house that we couldn't even find the time for ourselves. Because we either cleaned the house or we were overwhelmed with it or something else. But it's always going to be there. And then when we shifted into a more minimalist life, I found so much time that I had for myself. So much more space that I had. My kitchen is half full and I love it, you know. And with time, it accumulates as well. But at the same time, when you have that mind, that minimalistic mind in mind, then you always kind of, purge things and you clean up and you detoxify your house, really. So please think about how much energy that lots of stuff takes from you. It will be the same with information. With the AI that launched this year full on, you're going to see so much information on the internet, and lots of it will be unnecessary, not what you need. So it's better to have really lots of space in your mind and in your place. So environment is a big challenge of 2023. And if you want to really get your life on track with your values, with your goals, with your dreams and inspirations, it's better to create the space and to resolve every unfinished business. Every unfinished business. If you were thinking about, oh yeah, I have a fear of rejection. Oh yes, well later, maybe later. Or you say, oh, I have a fear of failure. I've noticed that people, for example, who come to me for a session, they tell me, why didn't I do that earlier? Why did I go for, I talked and talked about it and never really took the deep leap into the healing. It really didn't really resolve it. They tell me, like, why? I'm 45, I'm 54, I'm 39. I even had clients who are 30 and they already think that they're missing out, that they didn't do it earlier. Because when you resolve, you have this burden off your shoulders. When you resolve something in your subconscious mind, your focus shifts and becomes more clear. You become more concentrated because you don't have any energy. The past is not sapping that energy from you anymore. That's the thing. It's simple. It's so simple. It's when you are going to school and you have 10 classes or you have 3 classes in a semester. It's a big difference, right? You have lots of free time or lots of time for new projects. But when you have 10 classes, you're overwhelmed with homework and projects. That's it. The same with life. So when you have a lot of unfinished business from the past, it's going to affect your life. But if you do that, you're going to create more space and more drive for living, for enjoying life. So I hope you resolve these things this year. Relationship, health, and environment are really 3 important challenges that we had in 2023 that could turn into the most incredible healing for you. And you can really reevaluate your life, because a lot of people really shifted their whole life when they resolved these challenges. And our mind loves to resolve challenges. We feel like we're living when we are making decisions. We are making decisions, resolving something, making solutions, creating solutions for some problems. We are problem solvers. We love it. However, if we don't do that, that's when we kind of deteriorate in all areas of our life. So if you're ready, if you want to let go of the past and really look into the future, living in the moment, I invite you for the consultation. I work with clients in the 21-day experience, a 2-hour hypnotherapy session to go to the root cause of the problem, and the 21-day of listening to your personalized self-hypnosis recording. That is going to help you to program the mind. Mind learns by repetition. Easy, really. It's a simple method of reprogramming your mind if you're consistent with that. So if you're ready, the link is in the description. Wait for the 2024 challenges that is going to come out next week. But if you already are in the 2024, the video is already out, so you can watch it. I love you all. Be healthy emotionally and physically. Bye.